video. So this video is going to talk about motherhood. You know, like, so I know we have like a lot of, I know there should be like some mothers on my channel, you know, so I just want to like talk about like my experience with motherhood, you know. All right, so I feel as though for me, it's been, well, now it's easy. It's still kind of like challenging, but it's easy now. And I can't say that it has changed me a whole lot. And what I mean by that, like, I have a lot of patience. A lot. I've never had patience, like, but now I have a lot of patience, you know. Take my time. So, it's still new to me. He's gonna be 3 next month. Oh my god. I'm gonna have a 3-year-old. Like, what the fuck? So, but I can say that, motherhood didn't like stop me from doing anything that I wanted to do. I know a lot of people like they want to go to college, but they can't do it or whatever because they got a baby. They gotta put that on hold because they got a kid. Me, I don't know if it's just this is who I am, but I don't care what's in my way. Like a lot of like growing up, like my mother always used to be like, and don't let those boys distract you from getting good grades, da 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 da. Right? When I started like being interested in guys, she used to always tell me that don't let guys distract you from, making good grades or whatever. Now I was always the type, like, mama, ain't nobody about to distract me. Like, no, I might have gotten my heart broken a few times in high school, but that didn't stop me from making A's, on my shit. Like, you got me fucked up. So, like, when it came down to motherhood and, because, I got accepted to this school called Voorhees that was out in South Carolina. But once I found out I was pregnant, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't go to college, whatever. But, after I had my baby, like, I started doing online school or whatever. So I got my degree. I got my associate's degree, and I always said that I was going to have my degree and then have kids before I hit 20. So that like still worked out. I still manifest that because, even though I had a kid at 21, I was still able to get my associate's degree before the age of 25. I'm 24, so I got it a year before, so like, I still got my shit, and it was hard because I had to do online school. I'm the type of person you have to be in my face. Like, the teacher has to be in my face for me to, learn or whatever. So doing online schooling was a challenge, and then having a toddler run around, mommy, like, that was a lot, and then doing it in a state where I'm by myself with no family. It's kind of challenging, but, it was still cool. Like, oh my gosh, I have to tell y'all about my pregnancy story, but that's gonna be for another story. That's gonna be another video because I want y'all. I want my mother to be in it, and I want y'all to hear what the hell she said to me when I told her I was pregnant. Like, oh my gosh, like, it was so fucking harsh. Like, damn, I'm over here crying. But like in the beginning, like I would say, like, it was a challenge. Like, it's still an everyday challenge for me, because I don't think I'm having no more kids unless I get married and that man don't got no kids and he wants some kids. Then I consider having some kids. Other than that, I don't know. But I know I have to be married before I have another kid. Because, yeah, taking care of a baby, by yourself ain't no joke. Ain't no joke. I don't recommend it. It's ghetto as fuck. Like, I don't recommend taking care of a baby by yourself. But um me, I don't believe in abortion. So I mean, if you believe in abortion, that's on you. I really don't give a fuck what anybody else do with their body. But me, I don't believe in it. So if I was grown enough to lay down and spread my legs with unprotected sex, then I gotta be woman enough to get up and take care of my responsibilities, you know? That was my mindset. That has always been my mindset. I always said I would never get an abortion. So whatever. But yeah, in the beginning, like when I first had my kid, you know, you always have those people, oh yeah, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna help, da 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 da. Luckily, during my pregnancy, I was working. I was working so much. Like, I saved up so much money and got my baby so much stuff. Like, to the point, like, when he came, I was straight. Like, if I was depending on the people that said, oh, I got you, I'm gonna be here for you when the baby come, da da da. If I was depending on that shit, I would be fucked out. Because I couldn't, like, after I had my baby, I was out of work for 2 months. Because I had postpartum depression. So I was out of work for 2 months. For those 2 months, if I was depending on other people, I'd be fucked up. So luckily I didn't have to buy no formula. Because, you know, he's a breastfed baby, so... But in the beginning it was like kind of tough because I was on my own, didn't have nobody watching, so I was working 3 days out the week at a gas station. That was no money at all. So, and then I didn't have a car at the time, so I had to use Uber to like get to my job or to a babysitter or back and forth. That ate up a lot of my money. And then, you know, like, people don't really care about your situation. They just want to know they're going to get paid. So with me using Uber, and Uber is a lot. That shit adds up. So with me using Uber back and forth, me paying the babysitter, luckily I had WIC, you know, to get luckily I was on WIC and I was breastfeeding. Cause that shit came in handy, like, for real. But yeah, so that came in handy or whatever, and I still didn't have a stable place to stay because I don't like living under people. I don't like living with other people. I like to be by myself. So it's like when I want to lock myself in a room, I don't want to be bothered, and people like find out, oh, I'm being funny or I'm being standoffish or I got an attitude. No, I just like being by my motherfucking self. Like, leave me the fuck alone. I don't like when nobody start no shit with me neither. Like, don't tell me I have an attitude when I don't have a fucking attitude. Just ask me a question and I answer it. Don't say, oh, you got an attitude, because no, the fuck I don't. Now I'ma really have a motherfucking attitude because you assuming instead of just fucking asking. I don't like that. But yeah, I didn't like living under other people's roofs, so I was like hopping around, and then I finally got to this one place that I really did not want to be in, but I was like, you know what, fuck it, let me hurry up and stack up this money, because the person I was living with wasn't asking me, like, of course I was helping putting food in the house or giving them money when they needed it, but other than that, they wasn't asking me for no money. The job that I had was like right down the street, so I was just walking to work. So I didn't have to use money for Uber. I didn't have to pay nobody to watch my kid because they was watching him for me for free. So I was like, okay, cool. So, you know, that helped me stack up some money or whatever. And I was trying to get at least $5,000 before I left the state. But that didn't work out because, like I said, people like to be funny. I don't like nobody being funny. Once I feel like you being funny, or I feel like I'm not wanted somewhere, how they do it? Dip on them. I'm gone. Like, bye. I'm gone. So my dad, I didn't have 5,000, but I did have close. My dad asked, you know, told me, he was like, I see you doing good for yourself or whatever, and he wanted to help me get a car or whatever. He was like, the only thing you got to do is give me 1,200 and I'll pay the rest. Bad, because I was like, well, dang, me and you on the same path, because I was saving up for a car too, and I was like, I already got it, 1,200, so just went to my bank, got the check, gave it to him. He got my car, whatever, and I had put insurance on it. I had put my insurance on it, and once I had put my insurance on it, I started applying for apartments out of the state, because in South Carolina, once you have an eviction on your credit, it's so hard for you to get a place out there. Like, they want you to have like a co-signer, and nobody wanted to co-sign for me, and like in a way I don't blame them, because don't nobody want to put their name on something if they don't really, especially when you don't have a good history of keeping up with your shit. So because I went through like 3 apartments in 1 year. That's a different story for a different video. Like, I gotta let y'all know about that. That's That's why I don't like living with people. That's why I don't do roommates. None of that dumb shit. But yeah, so start applying. I applied for North Carolina. I applied for Texas, Arkansas, Georgia, Maryland. I applied for so many different apartments in different states or whatever, and then I was still on the waiting list for Section 8 in South Carolina or whatever. But after I did application for Texas or whatever, like the apartment complex that I'm in now, they hit me up like the next day and was like, basically, bitch, we got a place for you. So I was like, bet. And that was like a week after I got my car. So I packed me and my child stuff up, whatever could fit in my trunk, in my back seat, in the passenger seats. I packed up and I left. A lot of people thought I was playing. Like, oh, you just talking. Okay, I had talking and I left. And that's my first car that I ever got at the age. But even though that was my first car, I know how to drive. My brother, like my older brother, was helping me drive. It was this homeboy that I had. He was helping me drive and stuff like that. So I knew how to drive. I just didn't have a car. So when I got my car, I left. And it was scary because I didn't drive. Like, I never drive that was a 14-hour drive. That was from South Carolina to Texas. That's 14. It takes 14 hours, but for us to stop, because I was tired, like maybe 15, 16 hours driving or whatever. But I was ready. Like, let's go. New area, new place, new environments, new energy, And ever since I got down here, like, yeah, it's been like a little rocky when I got down here. But now, towards the end of 2021, I got my degree. I'm in my career field. I'm working from home. So, and I'm doing better with saving. Shoot. So, and then, and so I already know next year everything is going to work in my favor. I already know. So, yeah, that's really all. So, yeah, my journey of, like, I still haven't even told y'all, like, every little thing. If I told y'all every little thing, this video will probably be like an hour, 2 hours. But I summed it up. I summed it up, and I told y'all like little something. So, I mean, I like any like new mothers out there. I wouldn't like. I would just tell y'all don't believe what other people be telling y'all when y'all pregnant, cause it's easy to say it, but when to put it in action when the stuff really hits, when reality hits, y'all better learn how to do stuff on y'all own. And so yeah. And don't let nobody tell you it's okay to give advice and suggestions on stuff, but don't ever let nobody tell you how to raise your damn baby. You do it on your own. Babies go grow and develop on their own pace. So don't ever like, just because somebody's kid is like crawling or walking before the age of 1, that doesn't mean something is wrong with your child. Like people just manage at their own pace. So don't ever let that be a scare tactic for you. But there is people out there that that give you advice because they want to help you or whatever. But some other people, they just be like, oh no, your baby's supposed to be doing this by this age, da, da, da. And I just be sitting there like, Miss Mamas, is there a rule book? Is there like a manual for this parenting shit? Because if it is, please hand it here. Like, is there a manual like there is for a car? If not, stay back. Leave me alone. But yeah. I prayed when I got pregnant, like I prayed. I said, this is gonna be a boy. Everybody wanted me to have a daughter. I didn't want that. I wanted a son. And I said, my son gonna look just like me. I'm gonna get my son, you know? But and that's what I got. I got my motherfucking son, you know? But nobody ever told me that boys are disgusting. They told me boys are way more easier than girls. But nobody ever said taller boys are nasty. Like a recent incident that I was just in with my son. Like it was disgusting. Like basically it was like poop all over the bathroom. I'm just like, why would you do that? That's nasty. And I had to, yeah, I was like, And I think my son wants a sibling, because lately he's been rubbing on my tummy, talking to my tummy. You know that little thing that kids do, like when they like stand up but then they look between their legs. And doctors always say, or people, I guess it's true, it's like a myth. People say when kids do that, they're ready for a sibling. I'm not ready. Wait, hold up. Like, okay, but yeah, I think he wants a kid. Everybody was like, oh, but just get a puppy. A puppy is just like a kid. You gotta take him to doctor's appointments, feed him, clothe him, wash him, all of that shit. It's just like a kid. I don't want a dog. But I don't know, because I said I want 6 kids, but Melly is like 6 kids in one. So I don't know, but I'm not against it. Like, you know, like I said before, I'm not against abortions. I mean, well, I don't do abortions. Like I said, I don't give a fuck what you do with your body, but me, I don't do abortions. So therefore, if I was to get pregnant, then okay, cool, suck it up, take care of the kid or whatever, right? But I don't know. Do y'all think I should give him another kid? Y'all think I should have another kid, give him a sibling? I don't know. But see, I got time because I'm 24. So, you know, I got time. So, we will see. Because sometimes he be like, my kid gives me baby fever. Have your kid gives you baby fever? Like, I've never, like, I never heard somebody say my own child gives me baby fever. Like, yeah, other people kids give me baby fever, but I'm like my own kid. My own kid. I be sometimes I be thinking about it. I'm like, it won't be that bad. Another kid won't hurt. And then when he start acting up, I'm like, I don't know. But see, like I feel as though if I have another kid, I'll have a daughter. But I don't want a daughter. I want a son. I want all, like, if I have another kid, I want all boys. Honestly, I don't know why, but I do. But you know, I wouldn't knock it if I was to get pregnant. They were like, "Oh, you're having a girl." I'm like, okay. I wouldn't knock it or whatever, but I just gotta find me a man. Well, a man gotta find me and marry me, because I still want to be married. Like, in this generation, I don't care how crazy this generation is, how people in their relationship goes, but me, I want to get married. Like, a lot of people are like, don't get married, it's ghetto, you're gonna have another kid, because, you know, having a boyfriend or a husband is like having another kid. And I'm just like, I don't care. I want to be married, and I really don't care if I have the wedding or not. I just want that marriage. I want to be married so bad. Like, I just want my little family, you know. That's like I have a fairy tale. Oh my gosh, like I'm like a hopeless romantic. But it's gonna pay off. Somebody is gonna come, snatch me off my feet, and you know, and we just gonna live a happily ever. Like, for real. So, because this single life, it's not for me. I'm not made to be single. Now, I like to be by myself now. I don't like to be messed with. I like to be alone. You know, I've learned myself over the years, and I've learned my self-worth, you know. So, and I worked a lot on myself. I've been in therapy a lot. And it helped. So, I'm ready. I'm ready for that lifestyle. I'm ready for the marriage lifestyle. Marriage, husband, wife, kids. I just need somebody to not give up on me. People like to be there when when the sun is out, but soon when the clouds start coming and it starts raining, people want to dip. People want to go back in the house. They don't want to stay outside. And I don't like that, because I feel as though we all have flaws. You know, we all have flaws. And if I'm willing to stick out with your flaws, then you should be willing to stick out with mine. So, yeah, like I said, I'm in therapy. Shoot. So, but yeah, but overall, motherhood is so good to me. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. This is the best hood to be in. So, yeah. This is the best hood to be in. But I could stay on here and talk about everything under the sun for hours, but I'm not going to take up your time like that. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and comment. You know, comment down. Maybe we got some things in common when it comes down to this hood of parenting lifestyle, you know. So yeah, comment, like, subscribe, share, and don't act like a stranger over here.